Okay, well today we're going to talk about the JStroke, which is basically if you're paddling alone or by yourself single-handed, you gotta paddle the boat with a JStroke, and the reason is, watch what happens if you don't use the JStroke and you're just paddling. You can see that we're starting to go around in a circle. So the idea here right now, the bow is moving to the left, so we've got to stop the bow moving to the left by using the JStroke, which is effectively pushing the water. If you watch here, you'll see I'm pushing the water to the right here, so counteracting the tendency for the bow to turn to the left by moving the paddle this way to bring the bow back. So effectively what I'm doing here is I'm stroking, and then I'm pointing my thumb down and then holding the paddle for a second to create that counteraction. So again, it's the pointing the thumb down as you stroke to then create that turn of the bow back to the right. So, and you point your thumb down because it keeps the flow of the water on the same side of the paddle. If I point my thumb up, then I've got to reverse the flow of the water on the other side of the paddle. So you point your thumb down, it's a more efficient use of the paddle. So we'll basically, to show you here, I'm stroking, I'm pointing my thumb down, and then I'm just pushing a little bit out. So stroke, point the thumb down, push it out. So just to show you here, we'll get going and get the boat moving. Stroke, thumb down, stroke, thumb down. So again, the stroke is moving the bow to my left, and when you point your thumb down, it moves the bow back to the right. So fairly simple. We'll give you a little more of a close-up of that. So again, the stroke, thumb down, stroke, thumb down. And that is the JStroke. The paddle is kind of traveling in a bit of a J again, and once above the water, thumb down. If you were to draw a picture with the end of the paddle, it is making a kind of a J. And then to show you on the other side here, JStroke on the other side, same thing. It's the stroke and the thumb down, and put that there. So stroke, my thumb's turning down. And depending on how fast you're going, if there's a breeze, you know, sometimes if you got, depending, you know, if there's a breeze, you might have to use more of a J or less of a J. Sometimes if you got a breeze against the bow, you can eliminate the JStroke altogether because the bow is pushing the boat. So just to show you here, I've got the paddle on the left side of the canoe. So the main part of the stroke pushes the bow to the right, and the J brings the bow back to the left. So you can that gives you the perspective of what the bow looks like. So you kind of pick a point on the far shore, point the boat towards it, and that'll give you your line. So, yeah. There's another perspective for you on the JStroke. On the main part of the stroke, turn the thumb down. There's the main, there's the J. Thumb down. Thumb turning down.